everybody. In the previous video, you saw the project ARC introduction. They talked about the overview of the project and the different products that were developed. In this video, we're looking at the scope of that project, the stakeholders, and the initiation phase. So we're going to start with the scope management of this project. So as you saw in the previous video, this project was to develop and design the three endoscopy products which you see here, the sink unit, the processing unit, and the cabinet unit. And basically this is the main part of the product. And moving on to the other aspects of the project, we have the funding of this project, which was basically a startup. So the main part of it was how to fund this project through the tax credits and the research funds that we're going to see in the next slide, and also the idea of manufacturing this product so that it's flexible, and that's why the company was seeking for ISO certification so that it can produce the products in a more flexible fashion. And because it's a medical product, it required certification from health authorities. So one major part of this product was to get that certification to be able to introduce that into the market, and basically how to manufacture these three products. And at the end, how to market this product. And so basically the initial phase of the market was mostly in Europe, but then and then into Canada and USA. So the work breakdown structure of the project at a very high level is shown here. The main components are market research, to find potential customers and markets for these products, which mainly took place in UK. The finance part of it, which has the tax refunds and government grants. The product development, which basically divided into the manufacturing of it and design and development of the three products that you earlier saw. And under the manufacturing, one of the key elements was the ISO certification. And the other part, which was essential for the success of the project, is to get the certification from the regulatory authorities, because the European certifications are the most stringent in the world. The standard was based from UK, so that it facilitated certification in Canadian and USA markets. And of course, because it's a startup, the commercialization part of the project, to hire accountants and put a whole set of organization to basically manufacture and market and sell the product. So, of course, because it's a startup company, the initiation phase was very important and fundamental for the whole success of the project. So when the market in UK was looked at carefully, at the kickoff meeting, the idea of this whole project was introduced to the key stakeholders, mainly the funding shareholders, and they had their buy-in to the whole project. And this was not, the whole expertise was not starting from scratch. There was a stainless steel company in place which was not doing well financially, so this whole project revived that company. So that company was also part of the stakeholders. And of course, because it was a medical product, the health authorities in hospitals, and in Canada and UK were consulted to get their feedback to design and develop the product better. And the health regulatory bodies in Canada and UK were basically in close talks to get the certification. For manufacturing side of the project, ISO certification was elemental into the success of the project, to eventually be able to outsource part of the manufacturing to have cost reductions. And the Canadian and UK customers and hospitals who eventually use that product. So the initiation phase, the major concerns was how to fund this whole project. So in the next slide, I'm going to talk about some of the elements of financial planning, which was key to the success, and also to research the market in UK to find the potential customers that like this product and need this product, essentially to do the market analysis. In terms of the financial planning, there were some funds coming from National Research Council of Canada through a program called IRAP, Industrial Research Assistant Program, and also other funds coming from EMAs, mainly for short and medium enterprises that are willing to enter global markets, and some scientific and research tax credits from the Canada Revenue Agency. So with all these elements, 100% of the financing of the research of the project was reimbursed to the funding shareholders. And most of the funding was basically to commercialize the project. So in the next video, my colleague will talk about the quality management of this project.